Hi, I'm Ann Gordon, and I'm so excited to have you here today for the first day of our Client Transformation Challenge. Yahoo, we're here! And I just want to take a brief moment to introduce myself to those of you who may not already know me. I run retreats. I run whale and dolphin wisdom retreats all over the world where I take my clients out to see, observe, to sometimes even swim with, and learn the wisdom from the dolphins and whales. Things like living in joy, in play, going with the flow, whales represent abundance, and so on. And in the 13 years that I've been running my retreats, I've seen amazing transformation happen in the lives of my clients. It's been such a thrill to watch them step into their power, their purpose, their life passion, and to move forward in ways they never thought possible. Writing novels and books, singing, to changing their career, and to recovering joy after deep periods of grief. And that's why I created this challenge so that I can share some of the insights that I've learned in my years of facilitating transformation with you so that you too can have and facilitate life changing shifts, huge breakthroughs, and make a powerful impact in the lives of your clients. So, are you ready to dive in? Let's do it. Welcome to the Client Transformation Challenge. So here we are. We're going to learn all about what transformation is and how we can create it for our clients. So let's begin. What is transformation? Let's look at what that word means. The dictionary defines it as a change in form, appearance, nature, or character. And for our purposes, to facilitate transformation, we're focusing on nature or character or a way of being. It can be a shift in perspective, a new way of looking at life that can shake things up for our clients, to help them see things in a whole new way. A breakthrough or that aha moment where all of a sudden everything they've been struggling with just naturally falls right into place. Having that life-changing realization where they see everything very, very clearly, the struggle is gone, and all their path ahead is very, very clear. It can be a release of negative or limiting beliefs that have been holding them back, even though they didn't even realize they were there. That's the beauty of transformation. When you recognize those beliefs, those blocks that have been in your way, and then when you see them, all of a sudden, there's no need for them to be there anymore. And letting go of unhealthy habits, whether that's something like drinking too much or eating unhealthy or not exercising or gossiping or anything like that that gets in their way of being their absolute best, living up to their highest potential. And leaving the past behind them, leaving it where it belongs, in the past. Leaving things and what, for example, stories or judgments that their parents had about them when they were children that doesn't serve them anymore. It's in the past and it came from somebody else. It really has nothing to do with them. When they leave that behind and truly it no longer triggers or affects them in any way, that is transformation. So what does transformation actually look like? And I know since you've probably already been working with clients, you've seen transformation already, and you have an idea what it looks like, but let's go over it. It's unbridled, pure joy. You can see it in their faces. They get a big smile. It's like this giant load has been lifted off of their face, and they're lighter, their eyes are bright, and they're just in this state of joy. And they're excited. It's like all of a sudden the light bulb goes on and everything starts to make sense, and they're enthusiastic and ready to move forward in their life. They have a sense of relief. That weight that's been dragging them down, that limiting belief or block that's been holding them back, is no longer there. And it's like all of a sudden the door opens, the path is clear, they see their way forward in their life, maybe for the first time. Inspiration. They are inspired and energized to move forward. They're getting new ideas. In fact, sometimes so fast they don't know what to do with them. And it's very, very exciting to watch this inspiration happen in their lives. And they have courage because they have had this life-changing realization. They've released a block, and things that frightened them in the past or held them back no longer exist, and they have the courage and the strength to move forward. And that brings us to strength, where it's like all of a sudden they've got rocket fuel in their veins. They are moving forward, they are ready to take on the world, and they are literally unstoppable. That's what transformation looks like. And I'm sure you can think of a few other words, but those are a really good example of what transformation looks like when your client has that life-changing realization and makes that huge shift and transforms. So what is the transformation you want for your clients? Transformation can happen in many, many different ways, and it all depends on your focus in your business. So I'm going to name a few, and you may have something completely different, but these are just some ideas. So maybe it's sobriety. Maybe your clients are struggling with addiction of some sort, and getting sober, getting clean, getting rid of that, releasing that addiction, or conquering, having the strength to move on despite that addiction is what your transformation looks like for your clients. Maybe it's a career change. Maybe it's helping somebody start their own business. Maybe it's getting out from under a nowhere job to something that they feel excited and passionate about, and you help them find that passion to have the strength to make that change in their career. Maybe they're already entrepreneurs, but they're struggling, and you are a coach that helps them succeed in their business. And the transformation is going from struggle to creating a profitable and enjoyable business. Or maybe it's creating life balance, finding a way for them to master time management and have time with their families, not feeling like they have to work all the time. Or whether they create more time for their spiritual life, bringing everything into balance instead of being focused on just one or two aspects of their life. That could be a huge transformation. Maybe it's healthy eating. Maybe they've been struggling with weight loss, or maybe struggling with anorexia, bulimia, one of those aspects, and they've never been a healthy eater. Or maybe it's not so drastic as that. Maybe they're just stuck on eating lots of sugar, pastries, or potato chips, or fast food, and getting them into a healthy eating habit That could be not only a transformation in their habits that would then result in how their body shapes. So it could actually affect the physical state of their body and transform their body into a new healthy form. It could be about spiritual connection. You could help people to meditate more or to get closer to their faith, to their spiritual beliefs, and opening that people up to a deeper spiritual connection can make huge transformations in their lives in so many ways. Maybe you are an abundance coach. Maybe you help remove money blocks or help them with financial mastery or management or help them to bring in more money. That could totally transform their lives if they're going from struggling and having an overdrawn bank account or barely enough or not enough to pay their basic needs. And then you coach them and you bring them to a place where they have financial prosperity. That's a huge transformation. Or maybe you help people discover their life purpose and rediscover passion in their life instead of just maybe they're punching a time clock and a really boring job and they're not passionate about anything. And you bring that back to their lives. That's huge. Maybe you're helping them find that perfect, the long desired soulmate relationship they've always waited for. Maybe they've been single or they're divorced and they've never had that deep, loving connection with a partner. And you help them find that. That is huge. That is life-changing. Maybe you're helping them to master some kind of a skill or a sport, such as cooking, teaching them to cook, or tennis, or soccer, or yoga, any kind of skill or sport that you're teaching, taking them from struggle and beginning to mastership over that skill or sport. That is a huge shift. And there are so many other ways. I'm sure many of you have other ideas and other ways of bringing about transformation. So it's really important to get clear on what is the transformation, what is the goal, where do you want to bring them through your business and their time with you. What is that transformation? Take a few minutes. You can even pause this video and write down what is the transformation that you want for your clients. And what does it take to be a transformational leader? Obviously, this is a good example. The Dalai Lama is a true inspirational spiritual leader that can, if people follow him, his followers, he does help transform their lives into a way of being more peaceful and living more Zen in their lives. Who is a transformational leader in your life? We've been talking about becoming transformational leaders and stepping into transformational leadership. But let's go back and look back in your life and think about who was a transformational leader that affected and inspired you in your life. So I'm going to give you some fun examples to get you thinking about it. Mother Teresa was obviously a transformational leader. She had a profound effect on the lives of so many, not just the patients, that the people with leprosy that she took care of and the poor in the streets of India, but also all of her amazing inspirational quotes that we still live by and honor. Barack Obama was clearly a transformational leader. Whatever your political beliefs, he was being the first black president in the US. That was a huge shift that happened here in the US. Some were not ready for it, and he had the courage to make it happen. Oprah, constantly inspiring us. She went from being very, very poor, being raised by a single mother, to one of the most successful women in the world, touching and transforming lives all along the way. Deepak Chopra is a true inspirational leader, helping people develop their inner journey, their own spiritual journey, teaching meditation, facilitating yoga, and really inspiring so many. And maybe it's not somebody so famous. Maybe it's somebody that was, say, for example, a really great teacher in your life. I was thinking about who was a transformational leader in my life. And for me, it was a high school marine biology teacher. Vicky Shaw was her name. And I took her class, and it totally inspired me. And in that class, I was in senior year in high school, and it was the first time I met someone who truly loved her job, who was so passionate about her job that it was like that class was like playing every day. She made it so fascinating and so fun, and inspired my already leaning towards biology. But when I took that class, I knew exactly where I was going to study in university. And I did end up working or getting a degree in biology and animal behavior. And I still use it every day. And I've worked as a zookeeper. I trained animals for the movies and TV. And now I teach people all about the dolphins and whales. So that one high school teacher totally transformed my life. Who knows where I would have gone or what I would have done had she not taught me that you can follow your passion. You can have a career out of what you love to do. Maybe you had a pastor, minister, or priest who was a transformational leader and inspired you in your life. Or maybe it was a coach, a sports coach, or maybe a life coach that was transformational for you. Or even a boss. Maybe you had a really great boss who believed in you, inspired you to be the absolute best you could be, and encouraged you, maybe even pushed you to be better than you even knew was possible. So think about it. Who was a transformational leader that inspired you, that changed your life? I'm sure you have at least one. So let's look at what transformational leaders are. They are inspirational. They inspire us. They help us understand and see things we never even thought possible. And they inspire us often just by being who they are, not even having to say or do anything. Just like my high school marine biology teacher, she inspired me because of her passion, of her love for what she did. They're visionary. They can see the best in their clients. They see the end goal. They see where they want to take their clients, who they're inspiring. They hold the vision for them. And they're supportive. They are there for us. They are somebody who we know we can count on to be in our corner no matter what. And they are committed. They are 100% committed to our success. No matter how many times we struggle, go down the wrong turn, make a mistake, they hold that high level of commitment to our success. And they are excellent listeners, listening to our stories, listening to our struggles, listening for our greatness, listening with a loving, kind ear. And they are positive. No matter what we're struggling with, they don't falter in their positivity. They're always, the cup is half full, always seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, always seeing that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They are always finding the absolute best in every situation that we are dealing with and helping us find it as well. And they are mentors. They are usually further along the path than we are, helping us to get where we want to go by having done it themselves and mentoring us and guiding us to get there ourselves. And they have a strong belief of deep faith that we can get where we want to go, that we can achieve our goals. They are our personal cheerleaders, helping us in so many ways. And these are all qualities of transformational leaders that I know you are also all of these things for your clients. So what is standing between you and the transformational leader that you dream of becoming? Let's look at some of the things that can get in our way that stops us from being who we dream of being, of who we are meant to be, of being our highest selves. We might be lacking in confidence. We simply just don't believe in ourselves. We don't think we can actually pull it off, or who are we to be teaching others or supporting others? Maybe you don't feel like you have enough education, or you need another certificate, or you need more training to be ready to be a transformational leader. Maybe there's some low self-esteem. You just don't believe in yourself that you can actually pull this off. Maybe you just don't feel worthy of being a transformational leader. Maybe you're not the Dalai Lama or Gandhi or Mother Teresa, but you can be an amazing teacher, mentor, coach, inspirational, transformational leader to others. Just downright fear. We've all got fears that gets in the way, and sometimes that fear is so strong, it's stopping us from stepping into our own highest potential. Maybe we have some limiting beliefs. Maybe there's something that's still holding you back from becoming that transformational leader. Something that maybe your parents said to you, that you'll never be good enough. We all have those limiting beliefs, and stepping into becoming a transformational leader is letting them go and moving forward anyway. Maybe you've got some gremlins, not the kinds from the movies, the kind that is that critical inner voice in your head that's saying, you can't do that. There's no way. Who do you think you are? We've all got them, and they like to creep up at our most vulnerable times and stop us. But being a transformational leader is ignoring those nasty gremlins and moving forward no matter what they have to say. And the beauty is, the more we ignore them, the quieter they become and the less they make an appearance. And maybe you're feeling you have a lack of experience. Maybe you just became a coach. Maybe you just started your business. Maybe you're a brand new healer and you think, who's going to come to me? Who's going to hire me if I don't have any experience? Well, you know what? Everybody started without experience. Everybody. Even Oprah, even Barack Obama, everybody. Your favorite teacher had their first day as a teacher. We all have to gain experience somehow, and the best way to do it is to just get out and do it. It doesn't matter, because experience, we have to trust that the perfect client is brought to us at the perfect timing, and that they're here to work with us for a reason. And whatever experience or lack of experience we have, it is perfect for that client. Maybe you are feeling like you have a restriction of time. You're just too busy to get it done and do what you need to do to become a transformational leader. Or maybe you feel like it's money that's stopping you. But look at people like Mother Teresa. She was very poor, but look how much she got done. Gandhi and Nelson Mandela were both in jail. They didn't have any money. Yes, they had time, but they didn't have any money. And other people are super busy, but still, like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, probably didn't have a lot of time, but they're still amazing transformational leaders. They made it happen. They found a way to balance their time, to master their time, to become that transformational leader. And maybe you're feeling like you don't have any support to become a transformational leader. And even the best coaches have coaches. Even the best transformational leaders have people that they look up to, that inspire them. We all need support. So if you're feeling like you don't have support, find a way to get support, whether it's hiring the right coach, whether it is getting out there and enlisting your friends to support you, or getting a little mastermind or mentorship group together, or joining some mastermind groups or some groups that can support you, like-minded groups. Support is out there. You just have to simply ask and find it. It's there. And here's the beauty. Everything you have felt that has stopped you in the past is exactly what makes you the perfect transformational leader for your clients. Your experience in life, maybe not in your business yet, but in life, helps make you a transformational leader for your clients. You have the exact combination of experiences, of ways of thinking for your client. You are the exact flavor that they are looking for. And maybe you think that, oh, well, who am I? There's somebody else who's better. But maybe not. Maybe you are exactly who your client is looking for. Every single one of us has a different flavor, has a different way of looking at the world, has a different set of experiences, and they all make up our unique makeup to make us be who we are. And we have to trust that the universe will send us the perfect clients that need exactly our unique makeup. So just relax, let go of comparing yourself to anybody else, and just trust. Trust in the universe. Take a deep breath. Trust that the people who are drawn to you are exactly the perfect people that for you to work with. You can relate to them. You have been there. that some of your struggles are your best material to help teach from. And a transformational leader is not somebody who has never struggled, who's never had challenges in their life. Again, look at Mandela, look at Gandhi. Oprah was very, very poor. She was told she would never make it on TV. We have all had our naysayers. We have all had difficult times in our life. And that's exactly what makes you the perfect person to coach your clients, to coach them into having that powerful transformation. What brought you to this place right now in this very moment is exactly what makes you the absolute perfect transformational leader for your clients. The beauty is you already are a transformational leader. Sometimes all it takes is belief and just getting out there and doing it and having a couple of successes, and you can feel yourself really stepping into that transformational leadership. What do you need to create transformation for your clients? Who do you need to be? What do you need to do? What do you need to create for them so that transformation will happen, so that those big life-changing moments will happen? You need to create safety, a safe space for them so that they can feel like you've got their back no matter what, that you will not let them fail. Trust. They need to be able to feel that they trust you. You trust them. It goes both ways. They need to know that you trust and honor them and that they trust you to support them in every way possible. And vulnerability. And again, this goes both ways. They need to feel that they can be vulnerable with you, that they can open up and share their deepest fears, maybe some things that they have never shared with anybody before. And you need to model that vulnerability for them so that to show them the way, to show them that it's not that hard to be vulnerable. And most important is connection. You need to be able to build a connection with them, establish a strong support of connection, a strong foundation of connection, and help them let go, let down any walls, and you too, not keeping them at an arm's length, showing them that you deeply care for them and see them succeeding. Connection is key to success in creating transformation for your clients. Let's do a little visualization. I'd like you to take some deep cleansing breaths. Sit back in your chair. If you're comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. Just feel your body relaxing. And I'd like you to go back and remember that influential, inspirational, transformational leader from your past. And remember how they inspired you. Feel that inspiration. Feel that joy, that excitement, and the possibilities opening up in your life from their inspiration. Just really embody that feeling for a moment. Now, I want you to bring it forward and put yourself in the shoes of that inspirational person from your past. Put yourself in their position and see how it feels to them to have inspired you in the ways that they did. That knowing that you are influencing people's lives, that you are transforming people's lives. And maybe it's somebody you've never met, but just knowing, you know from that position from what you have achieved. Maybe you get mail, maybe you get emails, maybe people tell you that you have inspired them. How does that feel? To know that how you have positively affected people's lives. And now from this position, I want you to look at your ideal client. Maybe it's somebody you're already working with, or maybe it's somebody you haven't worked with yet. Just see their face, and if you don't know who they are, just invent a face. Just imagine who that person might be, and imagine yourself working with them and guiding them and watching them have these aha moments, having breakthroughs, achieving their goals, having successes, all because of you. How does that feel? Maybe it's the first time you've ever felt that in your business. It's a magical feeling. It's one of the best feelings in the world to know that you have made a profound impact in somebody's life. Just take a deep breath and really anchor that feeling into your body. And know that this is possible. And this is possible on a regular basis. That you, right now, are well on your way to becoming a transformational leader for all of your clients. Know and trust, because you have felt it. You know what it's like. This is just the beginning. All right, you can open your eyes, bring your body back, and let's move on to your home play assignment for this first day of our challenge. We talked about this earlier. What is the transformation you provide for your clients? You probably have a good idea in your mind, but have you ever written it out? Have you ever written it down? This is something you need to write down, get it on paper or on the computer so that you can go back and refer to it. Maybe even print it out and post it somewhere in your office or your workspace so you can keep that goal, keep that in mind. What is the transformation that you provide, that you would like for your clients? That's number one. We have 2 little home play assignments today. The second one is, who is the transformational leader that influenced you in your life? And how did they impact your life? I'd like you to take a moment and think back. Maybe if nobody pops to mind, think about it for a minute. Just let it set. And then remember how they made you feel. How they inspired you, and what changes came about in your life because of their influence. Think about that and write that down as well. Write down their name and how they impacted your life. All right, so we are done for today, and tomorrow we're going to dive deeper and look into connection and how we can build a deeper connection with our clients. Hope you had fun, and this was transforming, and I will see you tomorrow.